Welcome to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show, where you get advice you can trust, from the latest real estate trends to the best mortgage rates, from curb appeal to home warranty. This is the show that will help you save and make the most money when it comes to buying or selling your most valuable asset. Now, here's your host, broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida, Rick Kendrick.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio. I'm Rick Kendrick, and I'm here with my broker and my wife, Carrie. How you doing this morning, Carrie?
I'm doing great. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man. I tell you what, Sundays are busy for us because we have a lot of people coming in this afternoon to visit with us, talking about maybe purchasing a home. We sit down with them, right? Go over exactly what they're looking for, and then we tell them within 72 hours, we're going to get you out there looking at properties. We also not only show them properties that are listed on the MLS, we actually have pocket listings too, right, Carrie?
Yeah, so we do manage a huge list of home sellers in the area who have reached out to us at one point or the other. And although they're not quite ready to put it on the market yet, we do keep those addresses off to the side just in case we come across a buyer who might be a good fit.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was talking to one of our sellers this morning. She's just not ready to put it on the market yet, right? She says, Rick, listen, if you know anybody who's interested in making a purchase, it's a 55 and older community. She's looking for about $150,000, but she doesn't want to do it until January or February because she's got things that she wants to do. But that doesn't matter. Buyers are walking to us, and if they're looking for something for $150,000, we can judge the time for her where I'm sure if a buyer wants to and they can get it for a great deal like $150,000, heck, they'll want you February for it, right?
For sure, yeah. So the flexibility is key, especially for a lot of the sellers that we're speaking with.
We offer 3 consumer benefits that no other brokerage out there offers. Listen, we'll offer our buyers who come with us on our VIP program a 12-month warranty covering all their appliances, including their AC system, including what we'll do if they're not happy with that home in the first 24 months. Guess what, Carrie?
We'll buy it back or sell it for free.
We'll sell it for free, man. Money comes out of my pocket, but that doesn't happen because I usually find a house that they really like. So more importantly, they're never obligated. What we do for you is unique. We give you guarantees to follow through with us. So anyway, Carrie, just wanted to kind of let you know we have 4 appointments this afternoon. We're looking forward to it. If anybody out there is looking to sell their place or looking to do something, just to let you know, I got 4 buyers coming in. This may be a right fit for them, so you can give me a call at 561-901-3333 or rickhasthebuyers.com. I'll come out, take a look at your property, give you a free market evaluation, sit down with you, kind of go over all your closing costs. How's that sound, Carrie? Do you think that'd work?
Yeah, for sellers who are thinking of moving, it's a great start to have Rick stop by your place. You can give him the grand tour, show him all of the improvements that you've made to your place over the years. He can take those improvements into account whenever he is giving you a likely sales price.
Hey, that's great. Hey, so, that brings up our topic for today, unlocking your home's potential, strategies for appreciation, increasing the value of your homes. But before we get to that, let's hit some numbers and see what the numbers look like now, Carrie.
Yeah, so we do monitor the numbers, right? So year to date, what we're watching out for is months of inventory. So is the supply of homes on the market going up and by a drastic amount, which as of now, it isn't. We're still hovering in that 3 to 4 month range. We also monitor what's happening with the average sales price and the median sales price. And they're kind of consistently in that 4 to 5% year to date up over last year.
So just curious. So in Palm Beach County, what's the median household price?
The median sales price is $450,000.
You know what? In Florida, the whole state of Florida, you know what the median household price is? $402,000. So does that tell you something a little bit about Palm Beach County?
Absolutely.
We're strong. Where our inventory's at?
They're in that 3 to 4 month range.
Sellers, pay attention to what we're saying. Prices aren't going down, they're going up. Medium household prices, if you look at history, continue to go up. So what else we got? How about average days on the market?
So right now, year to date, the average days on the market is 54.
Now, that has jumped a little bit. It has gone up. It's inched up a little bit from, I'd say, 3 months ago, right?
Yes, it is going up just a tad.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Listen, if you get the price you're looking for, sellers, it doesn't matter, right? But it does say to you that the buyers out there are not as many as there were before because of interest rates. But don't worry, interest rates are a variable here, okay? Remember, you marry the home and you date the rate. We tell this to our buyers all the time. If you see a house you really, really like, listen, go ahead and make an offer on that house. Believe me, you're going to be happy in the long run. Is that right, Carrie?
Yeah, and we can get creative with the interest rates, right? So now the interest rates are coming down just a tad, all right, but they're forecast to come down even more going into next year. But what that's likely to do is that's likely to have the effect of rising home prices whenever the interest rates do come down. So if you're in a situation where you can get yourself into a house now, we can do some creative things through seller concessions, working with the lender to get you a lower rate, like the first and second year of your mortgage, and then even potentially, refinancing if the rates do go down substantially.
Here's the big thing, buyers. Just understand, we still have Hometown for Heroes out there. Got plenty of money available, so you do have down payment assistance. This is a primo time to get involved in this business. You don't want to be buying houses when interest rates go way down, okay? When interest rates go down, buyers surge out there. They surge out there, so you got twice as many buyers, and you cannot negotiate your deal with the seller as far as getting some type of concessions, right, Carrie?
Yeah, so if you're renting out there and, you can make the numbers work for you and your family, and what we mean by that is if you can afford the monthly payment, okay, you shouldn't really be too concerned about what's happening with the rates or what the home price is, right? What you're most concerned about is what your monthly payment is going to be, all right? And we like to get people into home ownership because that is where a wealth is created, right? According to studies, home ownership has 40 times higher net worth than renters.
Can't beat it. I've never, in the long as I've been in business, a buyer's called me back and said, "Hey, Rick, I made a bad deal. I paid too much for that house." That hasn't happened to me yet, okay? Understand, the last 10 years, okay, you look at the equity built in a home, it's doubled on a national level. Think about that. So just to let you know, when we first started our business, our average sale on a home, okay, our average sale that we did was like $200,000. Our average sale on a home right now is between $500,000 and $600,000. That's the market talking. Okay, that's because prices continue to go up, right, Carrie?
For sure. Yeah. So if you're renting and you have a desire to own a home, there's obviously a lot of benefits to that, right? So one being the financial security. You're building the wealth for you and your family.
But also you're giving them something that they come to every day and they feel home. It feels like a place that they can go to every day, right?
Yeah. And you've got tax benefits, of course. So, homeowners are able to deduct mortgage interest and property taxes. All right. Also, better borrowing terms. Right? So whenever you're trying to get loans on other things, they're actually giving you credit for being a homeowner. Your credit scores tend to be higher, all right? And, when you get into the retirement age, you can use a lot of that equity, right, to help with your retirement years.
So listen, after the break, we're going to dive into the tips to maximize your home appreciation and build your wealth. This is Rick Kendrick with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. We'll be right back.
To schedule an appointment with Rick Kendrick to help you buy or sell your home, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Rick will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.
You're trying to sell your house, it's not going so great? May I suggest you call Rick Kendrick? Hi, it's Jennifer. Great real estate agent, has over a decade's worth of experience. He's with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida. Listen to the name of the company, Your Home Sold Guaranteed. Rick Kendrick is so confident in his marketing system to get the right buyer for your home that he guarantees to sell your home at a price and a timeline that you all agree to, or he'll buy it for cash. Nobody else gives you that offer. Dick and Arlene, they lived in West Palm Beach in a country club, but Arlene always wanted to live near the beach. Can't blame her. Well, they found out about Rick through a neighbor who raved about how Rick's marketing system worked in selling his home. So they called Rick, and within 12 days, my friend presented them with an offer that they excitedly accepted because it was 98% of the asking price. Then Rick helped them find that perfect oceanfront condo in Jupiter. Dick and Arlene, so thrilled, they've hired Rick again to help them purchase an investment property. If you need help selling your home, call Rick Kendrick, 561-901-3333, or visit rickhasthebuyers.com.
Hi, I'm Eric Rosemary, branch manager at Cross Country Mortgage in Boca Raton. If you're deciding which lender to trust, whether you're purchasing or refinancing, I would love the opportunity to work with you. Over my 20-year career, I've helped close to 10,000 families buy or refinance the place they call home. Despite what you're hearing about interest rates, you might be surprised at what we can do for you. Let's talk. Call or text me at 954-312-3104 or visit rosemarymortgageteam.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home and would like to schedule an appointment with Rick, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show and your host, Rick Kendrick.
Welcome back from the break. This segment, we're going to be talking about our favorite thing, appreciating that home that you're looking at. Listen, understand this, sellers. There are 5 top factors that affect a home value, okay? Properties in the area that are comparable to yours will influence the price of your home. The neighborhood that you live in, the age and the condition, and this is what we're going to cover today, is the age and the condition of the property. Property size, if you got a big property, adds a little bit more value to it. And of course, as we all know, the state of the housing market, interest rates, whatever you want to call it, low inventory, that affects the market also. But let's tackle this first one that I think is pretty important, is condition of the property and what we see would add value to your property. So, Carrie, what's on the top of your list there as far as what would add value to the property?
Well, I think whenever you're, thinking about what you can do to your home to really increase the appreciated value of it, you have to look at a couple different areas, not just the interior of the home, but the exterior as well. But if we start with the interior, there's probably the regular maintenance, right? So that's going to have a big impact on the appreciation of your home. Like, are you taking care of your roof? Are you taking care of your HVA system?
So, when you talk about a roof replacement, right, they say on a national level, a roof replacement cost is about $40-something thousand, okay? What that does to your value of your property adds about $25,000. So you do recover costs when you look at putting on a new roof. And on top of that, what is the big thing that people are talking about as far as roofs are concerned?
Well, obviously the insurance, right, is a big deal.
Insurance. So when I go and I show one of my buyers a property, the number one thing that I look at is the roof, to make sure that's a new roof or it's in that 2 to 3 year range, because then you can get that premium value of it. So what else do you think we need to be looking at here, Carrie?
Continuing on with the exterior of the home, I would say, fresh paint, sprucing up your front door, maybe giving it a fresh coat of paint, adding some nice potted plants so that when folks drive up, you have that curb appeal. Something as simple as maybe power washing your driveway would make a big impact.
Yeah, making additions or putting something out there that makes your house look more attractive does add value. For example, some sellers would have to replace the siding of their house. If they don't have a CBS house, maybe siding might be an attractive item for them, okay? The cost of that runs about $15,000 or $16,000, but a resale value does bring it back to them as far as that's concerned. They can probably recover about 95% of their costs as far as having a nice siding on the side of their house.
Yeah, so as far as like the interior, things that you can do inside, obviously, a fresh coat of paint, I would imagine you'd probably recoup almost 100% of that investment into your home. New flooring, all right, new appliances, all right, these things you recoup anywhere between 60 to 80% of your investment.
So when we look at doing remodeling, okay, you can go to one extreme or the other. Maybe just putting a different flooring in that bathroom would make a big difference, as opposed to tearing everything out, making a very costly, expensive item to do. The cost to renovate these things can vary from a very small amount, say $20,000, up to $50,000, $60,000, or even $100,000. And when you start to do things like that, then that really starts to knock down as far as your recoup on these investments that you do with the properties.
Yeah, so you do want to avoid over-improving, right? So we're not a proponent of over-improvement, obviously, because you want to make sure that, you're staying in line with the home values in your neighborhood. But things like, countertops and, redoing the cabinets and whatnot can really make a big impact on the appreciated value of your home.
So in Florida, every year we kind of sit on the edge of a chair worrying if we're going to get a hurricane or not. So the two things that really you need to be looking at if you're looking at creating more value for your house is replacement of windows and a roof. And we keep on bringing up roofs because I know for a fact you're being affected by insurance premiums. If your roof is getting into that age of maybe 15 or 20 years old, you may want to be thinking about maybe replacing that roof, simply because if a buyer does come by and take a look at it, I'm telling you, they probably will not be able to get insurance, because if they do get insurance, it's going to be extremely high. Right, Carrie?
Yes.
So the insurance is something that you need to look at as an ongoing situation. Replacement of windows. If you put in new windows, you pretty much can get the replacement cost on that right off the bat, probably in that 80 to 90% range if they're high impact windows. And that's what a lot of insurance companies look at. They look at roofs and the type of windows that you have on your property to determine what the premiums are going to be. So, Carrie, let's go back inside. So if we're looking at the kitchen and the bathrooms, which do you think would bring on more value to a potential seller as far as resale is concerned?
I think they probably have a comparable increase in value, or a return on investment rather. So I would imagine that, if you're upgrading your kitchen or your bathroom, your return on investment would be anywhere between 60 to 70%, depending upon the extent of the renovation and the materials that you were using.
Don't think you can do this by yourself, all right? You need to be very cautious about what you do when you do renovations. Permits are a necessity. In a roof, permits are a necessity. In window replacements, permits are a necessity. And believe me, if you're talking about something that will kill a deal right off the bat, if you did that without a permit, you're going to have to go through that whole process again. Get a permit and have an inspector come out and take a look at it. But if you do not have a permit, permits don't come around in a week or two. They're like 30 to 60 days out. I have friends of mine who are remodeling their house. They've submitted their permit, and it's already taken them close to 3 months to get a permit. So when you're replacing things like this, make sure you have permits to do that. So, Carrie, what's coming about right now, like we were talking about high-impact windows, not only are they energy efficient, so what's the big thing going on right now? People are looking, for energy-efficient improvements?
Right. So, if we're talking about doing things to your home that is going to affect the amount of appreciation that you're going to enjoy over the years, obviously things like energy efficiency and smart home technology is something you would want to consider incorporating into your home, right? So these smart thermostats are estimated to save, 15% on your cooling bill. So if your bill is, $200 a month, that's $2,400 a year. So you're saving, $300-400 a month just on electricity, right? Upgrading your appliances to energy efficient appliances is estimated to save you 20% in your energy costs. Solar panels, right? Solar panels is a big one in Florida.
Solar panels are very big right now. You begin to see more and more of this. And incidentally, just to let you know, there are companies that will finance this for you. You'll be able to get a tax advantage on it too, a tax break on it.
Right. So there are tax incentives and tax credits for, moving your home over to solar energy. And it could actually eliminate your electricity bill altogether, right? So you could, in effect, your $200 a month bill could turn into, a small amount of income for you, right? Because if you're overproducing the energy, you can actually sell that back to the grid.
Right. And why wouldn't we want to sell it back to them? So, it's really amazing we're talking about this energy thing because, I was telling you the other day, our electric bill just consistently is up $30 a month now. All of a sudden, just boom. I guess Florida Power and Light had a price increase or something. They didn't tell me about it. Or they did. I'm sure they did tell me about it. I just didn't notice that they put out a price increase. But is there anything else as far as that green effect that makes it?
Yeah. Let's take your water heater, for example. So swapping out your old water heater that you've had forever, could, not only is that an improvement to your property, but it could save you, 25% on your water bill.
Right. So I guess what we're saying here, too, is that, if you guys, in particular sellers, are not thinking about maybe making a move right now, be smart in what you do when you go and do improvements. Don't go to the extreme. Don't do extreme European-style luxury imported marble that puts it on the counter there. It costs millions of dollars where you're not going to get your recoup your cost on it. Make it as sensible and logical that you can use this every day.
Yeah, swapping out your something as simple as swapping out your light fixtures, right, with LED lighting. That saves you, 75% in your lighting costs.
I know. And I go to Home Depot and I buy these light bulbs all the time. My wife says, "What are you doing? Why are you buying all these light bulbs?" I'm fixing it up and making sure that
he's got our home a smart home. So I think he's up to like 19 light bulbs now that are voice activated.
Yeah, we say Google, hey, all lights out. All of a sudden we go dark.
Yes. So landscaping and outdoor spaces, right? So that can have a big impact on, the value of your home as well. Inexpensive things to do is obviously to maintain your yard, right? Like take good care of your grass, make sure that you're using, sprucing up your mulch, making nice flowers, maybe adding like an outdoor patio area.
So Carrie, all in all, sellers have equity in their house to do something today because equity is built up in their home if they've owned it for at least 3 or 4 years. Here's the thing. Understand, sellers, you don't necessarily need to have equity to do this. If you are seriously thinking about maybe making a move and selling it, we have a company called Curbio that will actually come in, do all those remodeling, all the updating that you need, and that cost to do that will be put on your closing costs at the end when you sell your place. So you have that available if you want to go ahead and put your house on the market right now. Listen, even if you want to sell your house, you have equity, but you don't don't want to do any improvements, but you want to go ahead and make a move, remember, we have our cash offers available. We have an all cash offer, we have a cash and lease back offer, and also we have a cash and we put it back on the market and see if we can get you more money. So sellers, whatever you look at, if you're thinking about maybe making a move here, I want you to do this. Give me a call at 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333. Let me come over and take a look at your place. Let's sit down. Let's kind of go over exactly some tips to do and what not to do to improve your property without spending a lot of money. But more importantly, we'll look at the bottom line, see what makes sense for you. Maybe it's not the right time right now, but maybe in the future it will be. In our final segment of the show, we'll be going and highlighting our feature listings of the week on a weekly basis. So listeners, if you're thinking about maybe making a move or have an interest in having your home featured on our radio show, we'd love to discuss that with you. This is Rick Kendrick with Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty, and we'll be right back.
To schedule an appointment with Rick Kendrick to help you buy or sell your home, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Rick will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.
Hi, it's Jennifer Ross, and if you've been thinking about selling your home, you already know that the only agent that I would recommend to you is my friend Rick Kendrick. He's a broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida. Now, what about the listener who would love Rick to sell but doesn't want to deal with the headaches of cleaning, staging, holding open houses, and all that other stuff?
Well, Jen, we have the perfect solution. First of all, we always like to make our traditional home selling process stress-free, but for the listener who doesn't want to fix up their place, who has inherited a home, or simply wants a fast, hassle-free sale, we can make them an immediate cash offer. And for that seller to get the most amount of money for their home.
Come on, you can do that?
Absolutely, Jen. We'll come right over, appraise a home, make you a fast, fair cash offer, and close as little as 3 weeks.
Cash in your hand, hard to beat it. Call Rick Kendrick right now, 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333, or visit rickhasthebuyers.com.
Hi, I'm Eric Rosemary, branch manager at Cross Country Mortgage in Boca Raton. If you're deciding which lender to trust, whether you're purchasing or refinancing, I would love the opportunity to work with you. Over my 20-year career, I've helped close to 10,000 families buy or refinance the place they call home. Despite what you're hearing about interest rates, you might be surprised as what we can do for you. Let's talk. Call or text me at 954-312-3104 or visit rosemarymortgageteam.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home and would like to schedule an appointment with Rick, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Now, back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show and your host, Rick Kendrick.
Welcome back, listeners. Listen, we're going to be talking about our featured listings for this week. We've got 3 new, really good class listings that we have this past week that will be coming up on the market that you get first information on. We have a property in Royal Palm Beach. It's a one and a half condo priced at $155. This thing's been completely updated, ready to go on the first floor. It's a 55 and older community. And if you want, I can provide that information to you. Just text me your name. So what's the other 2 that we have? What's one of them we have?
Yeah, so we just listed a great townhome in Palm Beach Gardens. The price on it, I believe, is $425, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom with a 1-car garage. It's in a great location, and this one will go quick for sure. It's move-in ready, and the kitchen's been remodeled. It's got a nice little back patio outdoor area.
Yeah, it's in that Palm Beach Gardens, Abacoa area. It's a townhouse, but one of the bedrooms is downstairs with a full bath.
Yeah, so it's got a great floor plan.
And then we got this one that just came to us yesterday. We'll have it on the market here probably by the weekend, but if you want to take a look at it, just text me your information. I'll be happy to get it to you. But it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,400 square foot condo on the first floor looking at water in DeQuesta, Jupiter. This is a great house. Now, I'll just say to you, it needs some attention, all right? But it's a great home. It is one level, and it's got a lot of space for you. This is a great opportunity for you to take advantage of. So if you're interested in something like this one comes at you at $600,000. The other ones in that same community are in that $800,000 area. So could be a situation where you want to have a little project to do some improvements, and this would be it. Right, Carrie?
Yeah, for sure. The size of this condo and the price that we're asking for it is a great deal. But like Rick mentioned, it does need some TLC.
So we're going to be meeting our buyers this afternoon, sitting down with them. We have 3 buyers that we're going to be meeting with this afternoon, kind of go over, and then we'll talk about them next week. But these guys I know that we've been talking to probably for the last month now, and they've just decided to come in and meet with us. So listen, let's talk about our Go Serve Big mission. Carrie, what's the big thing about that?
Yeah, so Rick and I donate a portion of our income to various charities, and we're on a mission to raise $25,000 this year. And so the one that we're highlighting this time of year is Little Smiles. So we do collect toys for the holidays. So Rick also likes to mention that if you buy or sell a home with one of our team members, and there is a charity that's near and dear to your heart, we would be happy to make a donation on your behalf.
So yeah, we're always looking for ways to help people out, okay? And we believe in being involved in our community as much as possible, like Little Smiles, where we've been part of them for, 5-6 years now? Attention agents out there who are thinking about maybe making a move here and maybe looking at maybe possibly moving from one team to another, or you're not on a team and you want to be on a team, our team is growing. We have an opportunity to provide you leads and appointments out there on an ongoing basis. Every Thursday at 10 a.m., I have a backstage tour of our offices in North Palm Beach. If you would like to be part of this, just give me a call or text me at 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333. We'll set you up. Come on in, take a look. We'll sit down and kind of talk about your future and where you're going. All right. Thank you for taking time to listen to us today. This is Rick Kendrick with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, serving the Southeast Florida coast. Our network extends across the country and Canada. You can call me or text me at 561-901-3333. Tune in every Sunday at 10 a.m. on 850 WFTL News Talk Radio. It's Rick Kendrick, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio.
You've been listening to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show with broker-owner Rick Kendrick. Heard every Sunday morning here on News Talk 850 WFTL. Rick's company name is his promise, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. To speak directly to Rick about buying or selling your home, call now to schedule an appointment, 561-901-3333. Or visit rickhasthebuyers.com. And mark your calendar to join Rick again next week at the same time for the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio Show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.